I guess you probably can't guess what this is. If you watched my last cold start generator video, it didn't start. Well, I'm guessing if I hit this other switch, we're pulling 1500 watts right now. I guess that means it's a healthy generator, but I only got it on medium. It's slowly heating up the heater. It's been running for about 10 minutes. It actually took me putting this on it for it to start. I had to check for sparks, so I don't know. And I had to use the syringe twice. So I should have put a little bit more effort in it the last time I started it. And it's always a good thing to exercise the generator too. I always thought, starting it and letting it run was good for it. Well, fortunately, it would help. You got to exercise the whole thing. So yeah, the heater's starting to heat up. Oh, no, that's warm there too now. It's getting hot down there. Yeah, told me to get to test the spark plug. I pulled the plug. The plug looks good, really good, actually. The gasoline, well, it's yellow. But obviously, it's still flammable. Yeah, it's burning it. I think the last time this actually ran was probably November or October. I'm guessing November. But yeah, I was pulling 1500 watts with that. I don't know if that's recommended for very long though. Right now there's nothing running, just the engine. I was always told on the generator to use the top plug part of the plug. The reason why I didn't video this, start me working on it, didn't have nowhere. I didn't know how long it was going to take to get it going. I really wasn't planning on it. I wasn't planning on it going. So we got bad weather coming in this weekend. There you got it. It's alive. Like I said, yeah, kind of hard for me to talk. I was pulling 1500 for about a minute. So I turned off the lower setting. The lowest setting, I had it on 2. I don't know what that is. But when you have them both switches on, it's 1500. It's only a 2000 watt generator. So I had it on medium. So it was under 1,000 then. But I know it can. I know it can pull it, but I just don't like how it sounds when you're pulling that much. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I keep stopping because I keep seeing. I don't know if that's. I want to say it might be snowing actually. we're supposed to get some bad weather tonight and bad weather tomorrow. See, I just realized that thing on the back on the generator part, this is ground. Definitely wonder if there was a wire there at one time. She's definitely old. Excuse me there. I've had this generator, let's see, over 10 years. Because me and my wife, we've been together, my birthday, April 30th, we've been together 10 years. And I was still with my... I'm trying to think when I got it. I was with Paige. So I've been with like 3 other girls before Jess. I don't remember. Well, I know, if it helps, I know Windows XP was still in use. Windows 7 was definitely still in use. Because I traded a Windows 7 laptop for her. And it just had a, gas pipe sticking out of the side. When I got it, the guy used it when Hurricane Isabel came up. He ran it, and it was locked up. I mean, it wasn't locked tight. It was just, it was stuck. So I broke it free. Ran the points and condenser for the longest time. And then my issue was it had to run for like 5 to 10 minutes, quit, and you have to let it cool down and then rerun. So I got rid of the points and condenser. I shouldn't have put the boot on it, because now this thing was lost. I found that in the toolbox. It didn't have one when I got it, so I put it on. When I first got it, I was choking it to turn it off. With the foot. But I put a toggle switch in the front. I was going to put a key, tractor ignition in it, but then I got to thinking, why mess with stuff if it's working? All right. Then about 5, 6 years ago, that's when I had the points and condenser taken out. I took it to a shop to have that. I think I was having issues with the carburetor, so they changed the carburetor and gas tank out on it. I saved the original air filter box. It needs a new air filter, but it's only a generator, so that's why I'm not making a big deal by it. So yeah, the carburetor gas tank's not original. The coil's not original. For my knowledge, the string's original. Of course, the exhaust, of course, isn't. I don't know what this thing is that the exhaust is on. I don't know what that was used for. It's from the 70s, somewhere in the 70s. The top is missing a screw down at the bottom because the ear broke off, so you can't put one in. So there's only 2 of the bolts. The outlet's been replaced with the factory, original looking plug. I've never blown a fuse in it, and again, I haven't really. I only used it for one power outage, and that was when I was living in Pennsylvania about 5 years ago. Yeah, about 5 years ago. Ran it for an hour to let the refrigerator and the freezer, refreeze and cool everything down. Then I kind of unplugged it and put it away and left. That's about the only time I've really only had one power outage with it. Now, the second power outage, we moved in that trailer. As in the process of moving in, we had a snowstorm. Oh, yeah, we got a generator. We can use it to keep warm. We even ran out of fuel in the fuel tank. Well, here's what we didn't think of. We left this at the old house that night, first night we moved in, but we weren't all moved out. And I had a feeling we should have taken it, and we didn't. And guess what? We needed it, and didn't have it, so the power went out. Yeah, that's an upside with owning a generator. Guess what? The power's never going to go out. You're never going to need it. Trust me. I got this generator. I never lost. Well, I had a bunch of other ones over the years, but this is the one that kind of stuck with me through those years. But ever since I got a generator, which I think this is the first one I got. But ever since I got it up and running, when I first got it, we never lost electricity long. I mean, we lost electricity, but maybe like 10, 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes at most. We never lost it long enough to be bothered using it. That's why the gas is always got old gas in it. But every year I mix, when I get, new gas in the lawnmower, the reason why I'm not putting gas in it from my gas can in the shed, because it's getting up there in age. I think I think we filled that in September last year. Maybe even July. I think it was August. So even it's older. That's why I'm not putting any gas in it. It's going to need an oil change too. I didn't do my yearly oil change on it yet, and I usually do that in October. I thought maybe running it a couple more months, since I really don't use it. It really needs to be topped off before really I should have topped it off before running that heater and pulling all those watts off of it. But I'm gonna say, obviously she's not in that bad a state. This generator is actually is in pretty decent shape mechanically, but cosmetic, I guess it's okay. I mean, I wouldn't run, computers off of it just because it's old. I do have a battery backup that if I do have to run if I do have to run electronics off of it, I'll put my battery backup on it. That way, if it blows something out, it'll blow that out. Because the battery in my battery backup's weak anyways. Yeah, I had a Kawasaki. I don't remember I had a Kawasaki. I had a Honda. Craftsman. Coleman. The Coleman, I missed that. She was noisy. The Coleman was up there in size. It had an 8 horsepower Briggs. This is a 5. Onan, and I had an Onan. One for a camper. It was 2-cylinder. When you started, it had like that deep sound. I had those ones are the ones when I had in Virginia. I had 3 Champions. My spare generator, which we're not going there, that's a Champion. I have no idea. I know where it's at, but I can't get to it. I had another one. I forget what brand it was. It was old. Older than this. I think it was definitely 60s. I have an opportunity to get that one back. Yeah, I had a lot of generators over the years. I should have kept the Honda. That was a good generator. Even though it was wore out, it still was a good generator. But like I said, all of them, the Montgomery Ward seemed to stick around. I really do miss some of the, especially that old Honda. Was missing the front, so you had to tie a rope around it to pull it. So, well, I guess we'll end this video here. So thank you for watching. If you have a comment, please leave one.